Hey, what's up? It's been a long time, and in the background, my dog's kind of sneezing, so if you hear that, that's whatever. But it's been a while since I've come out with anything. It's been a lot. I guess I've been working on the videos, and I've had to take some time off to just kind of get my mind back together. It's been a lot of stress um, in life, but I'm getting through it. I'm getting through this, and I decided to kind of sit back down and come out with just my peace of mind. Just like, I don't know, I might just start coming out with like segments called Peace of Mind. It's just like really just me like saying what's on my mind and everything. It's just nothing, well, really factual. It's just like whatever pops into my head, I'll say it. Or like depending on what pops into my head. Like some things I'll say, other things I won't. But honestly, I remember kind of scrolling through YouTube and I see these videos that are just like fake disorder and everything. And I'm just like, okay, what is it? And basically, henceforth, the name fake disorder, it's just people like acting like they got some disorder. A lot of I've seen is like DID, PTSD, and I found it like really being a person of ADHD, like it really was kind of harsh, and the impressions of like ADHD on there I found were kind of offending in a sense. I'm trying not to use terms to make myself seem like one of those people that gets like triggered by every single thing that goes on in life. But it's just like coming across that I've met people that have these disorders and they seem like they're pretty fine. They're pretty decent people. And I don't feel like they should be like degraded by these people who like claim they have it. And it's ADHD and like any other disorder isn't fun. I'll tell you that. But well, ADHD I can make an exception. It can be pretty cool. But it's really difficult because then you have to pay for medicines, just prescriptions and everything that's to keep your mind from going out of control. Or because I had a problem when I was really young where I acted on impulse. Back in like I think pre-K, I would like bite kids, punch kids, everything, and it was a problem. So they started medicating me and everything, and still, it's just like I'm still taking medication now, but like man, I haven't bitten or punched anyone since then. But I hope I never have to. But sorry, my mind's kind of leaving me. But it's just like there's times where my mind kind of like I'll see things, but sometimes I have to like I don't know, manually remember something like walking through the hallways of like school or something. My brain will sometimes go on like autopilot, I guess, but it feels like once my brain switches back into like okay, I'm like mentally conscious right now, it kind of just doesn't I don't remember anything that happens. It all seems just I'm like completely oblivious to it. Like I just like blackouts. But the thing is that I don't know if I remember it. I don't know if I don't remember it. But my brain sometimes like to spin together some things that make it seem like oh yeah, this actually happened, or no, this didn't happen, even though it did happen, or it didn't happen. So it's just like, well, my parent asked me, did you put away your clothes? Yeah, but I didn't. Sometimes it's just a lie. Other times it's like I have a blackout, and it's just kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. It's not painful or anything. It's just kind of there, and it's just like you get distracted easily, and that's what's happening right now. It's kind of very busy in this room, even though it's just me. It's kind of ticking me off, but um, it's kind of, I don't know, just like, yeah, like your thoughts. It's like it's kind of, if everyone was talking at once, in the sense that it just feels so loud, even though there's like no sound. You can't hear, you can't uh, you can't pick up anything that like it's just this noise. And I honestly, I've really haven't had a problem with it. I mean, it did get me into like some drug stuff. I'm clean now. This is for like 2 months, so that's progress. But I feel like, going back to my rant of just the overall idea of like people faking imperfections. It's just like nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. But I still love you because, like, for what you've done to me. You're you listen to me. You subscribed to me, and I appreciate that. But it doesn't make you perfect. It doesn't make anyone perfect. Nothing is perfect unless, depending on whatever religious belief you follow, your all supreme being is perfect. And but we're not. And I feel like, instead of just people, I don't know, like faking imperfections, I feel like people should just grasp the imperfections that they already have, because, I mean, that's what makes people different. And that's what makes people so beautiful, is that everyone is not the same. No one is alike unless you're twins, but even twins have probably different thoughts. But it's like, I don't know why people do it. I know, like, some say it's for attention, others say it's just to do it. But it's just like, if you want attention, try doing something good. Like, a lot of bad things happen in this world, and it's just like everyone focuses on the negative. Maybe try something positive and see if people will turn their heads to that. Even if it's not as many people as you want it to be, you still got people who listen to you, instead of going on media and claiming you have some kind of disorder, and having people pity you for that. I feel as if it would be better if you were just like, oh yeah, here are my quirks and everything like that. And I don't mean quirks like I can fake a disorder. I mean, like, I'm a musician. I do music, I do everything. That's cool. Though I have ADHD, but my ADHD can really help me out sometimes, like multitasking, and like with crossword puzzles, and it's a gift and a curse. Really, you're gonna, well, to all my listeners out there with ADHD, you know what I'm saying. But to those who don't, you're missing out. And that doesn't mean you should go out there and like act like you do. You shouldn't, really. That you'll offend like many, 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 many people. Because like I feel like a lot of people nowadays have ADHD, or some kind of like attention, uh, just, I don't know, like something that just like really screws up their focus. And I feel like, that's great. Well, it's not great that people can't focus, but it's great that there are more people that can come from the same standpoint. Like, yeah, ADHD sucks, but it's also great because if you know what you like and you know what like you can use it for, then your life is all on the straight, the up and up again. I'm having a little difficulty with words. It's been a while, but like you can, even if you don't have any type of disorder, you should still like. It makes it. I feel like it makes it a lot easier to appreciate who you are because there's nothing really wrong with you. It's just that like maybe people don't look at you the same way that you want them to, and I really had to deal with that a lot when I was, well, still am, in school. Back in like elementary, I was really not treated the best, but I made it through. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm healthy. Uh, and life goes on. I'm not gonna let that stop me or anything. It's just a little bump in life. And a lot of you are past elementary. I'm way, way, way past elementary, but a lot of you are like no longer in school and you've already had your bumps in your early life. And we all have, some worse than others, but we all make it past that. And some of us have more difficulty going through that than others. And that's okay because we have each other to kind of bring us together. And see, I just trailed off. It's like once you start talking and then you kind of hook onto something, your brain is like some sorry, I heard like a knock on my window. Uh that's weird. No, that's just my cat. Sorry. That was freaky. That freaked me out for a moment. I'm home alone, so yeah. But there was man, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, we have each other. And I mean a lot of us are just we don't accept that we aren't perfect. And I feel like that's like the reason why we don't ask for help with that because we think we're so perfect and that we can they can do anything, but we can't. We can't do anything. We could try, but it wouldn't be likely. You can do a lot of things in life, but you can't do everything, and that's just life. I probably got some listeners going, "Is that a bet? Is that a challenge?" Well, I'll see. With whatever time I have left, I will do everything. Go ahead. Do everything. I'm not stopping you. I like you got to make the most of life. Life only happens once depending on what beliefs you follow and everything like that. I'm trying to be you listener friendly. But do you. You do you. You don't do other people. I regret saying that, but you be yourself. Don't be someone else. Because if you're someone else, you're just having more problems than they're already there that you already have. Then you're just taking on the other person's problems. And I mean, yeah, you everyone goes through life and always has someone that they admire. Me, it's Eminem. I got the same hat, dress like him, and just everything, like really obsessed. But I'm just like I try my best sometimes when I get carried away. I'm just like, you know, I really gotta be myself. Like he's had a worse life than I have. Man, that there's a bird I think it's a cardinal that's slamming into my window over and over and over again. See, see what I mean? It's just a toom 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 toom. Oh my god! But man, that bird, I swear, it's really getting on my nerves. Man, honestly, life's different. It's different. It's nowhere perfect, but it's like, I don't know if divine's the right word, but it's really something special. Because it's like, you gotta look at it from like, not everything is death, not everything is dying, not everything is, oh, we live just to die. Because if we lived just to die, wouldn't we be dead? I mean, well, that sounded kind of dumb, but yeah, I mean, it's like, what it's like, and you ask yourself, what's the purpose? What's the purpose of life? I mean, life only, if life only comes once, then what happens after? And I know there's some documentaries on Netflix about it and everything like that, but still, like, I, well, one, don't want to see it yet, but when the time comes, like, I'm just, like, I'm curious, like, what is it like? And it keeps me up at night, too. I haven't gotten sleep. I, I slept pretty well last night, but it's like with dreaming, like, I ask myself, it keeps me up, but it's just like my brain goes like, "Hey, where do you go when you dream?" Because what happens when you sleep? Because if I'm correct, the dreaming part happens moments before you awake. I'm I guess. But I'm just like, if the dreams only happen before I awake, then what happens when I'm asleep? Like, why am I not bothered by the fact that my eyes are closed for hours on end? And it's it's just like, it kind of, it's freaky, but it's really cool. I mean, there's probably some articles out there that explain, oh yeah, this is what happens when you sleep. But I mean, still, like, it would be cool to know. And I might do that after I'm done recording. But man, there's a lot on my mind. I keep on looking at the bar, the time, because I'm going on for like 18 minutes right now. But it's just like, life's precious. Really, really precious. I'm like, what is life? A lot of people go and are just like, well, you have those people out there that are just like 42. I'm just like, that's great. That doesn't explain anything, though. It probably does. I'm just too dumb to notice, but, or to understand it. But I'm just like, what is life? What, well, the meaning of life is to each his own. But life in itself and the conscious mind are like completely different from the meaning of life. Like, what is my purpose? Or something like that. And it's just like, why do we live? To fulfill tasks, like, of, I guess, like, to complete, to feel complete, I guess, is but the thing is like, with my mind, sometimes it's just like, when you become aware of your own consciousness, like, yeah, I'm aware that I exist, but I'm just like, the thought that when you're 3, you can like, until you're 3, you can remember everything that happened in your previous life, and then you don't remember. And so here I am, like, it feels like I've done this before. Like, well, it feels like it's my first time. It's number one in life. Just like, okay, here we go. And what kind of scares me sometimes is to think like everything that I've done in my life, will I do it again in whatever's next? And just never know because I'm just completely oblivious to the fact that, yeah, I've lived this life before. And I'm not saying that I have, and I'm not saying that I'm like any weird, like, well, not weird, but unique person with uh, different beliefs than myself. And really screwed that up. I'm sorry. But I feel like, why? What is the point? If I'm just gonna forget everything in the next life, then I'm just like, why do I have to go through this now? And why do I remember this now, but will I remember myself in the next life? Will I remember this consciousness in whatever happens next? Who knows? Well, someone probably does, but still, it's kind of uh, takes it's really, well, unnerving sometimes because I just don't know what to expect because everyone has their own different beliefs, and through those beliefs are the basis to science too. With like I'm a like you everyone is just like you either believe in science or you believe in religion. I'm one of those people that believes in both because with my religion, you believe in the God, you believe in the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Trinity. It's been a while, but it's like it all connects somehow. Like in the Bible, they I'm not gonna go and lecture you about religion and try to convert you or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. But in the Bible, they never specifically mention dinosaurs or like, well, mostly dinosaurs because they're like they probably do. They could because they say creatures land and sea or the creeping things. They never say a dog or a cat. Nothing like that. So it could be dinosaurs, maybe. And who knows? Who knows how long this day is? The day could be millions of years. Well, or it could just be a day. And I'm just overthinking everything. But it's still like, it could be true. It really could be true. Like, it aligns. And that's what's fascinating about religion. Religion and science are just probably the most wonderful things about life. And the most wonderful thing about the world because everyone believes something different. And those that believe the same are able to share the slightest differences in what they think, what they believe in. Because as me believing in science and religion, it's really awesome. And it's just like, yeah, taking biology, it was really different because you learn about like the like Darwin and everything like that. And I was just like, it's just like, it's really all of it, everything is so fascinating. And people are like, oh, science is boring. Like, uh, reading is better. And reading is awesome too. I gotta say that. But science, it's just like, it feels whole. Like, I feel like you walk in to class and then you walk out with more knowledge. And it feels great. It feels so good. Because you just get like I'm getting like this warm, really tingly feeling right now because I'm happy. Like, I'm happy getting to like share my mind with like thousands, millions of people, and there's probably someone out there that is like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yeah, I know what you're saying. Sorry, that's my dog. If you heard that in the background, that was my dog. She's on the rocking chair. She's sleeping. But it was a recliner. But that doesn't matter because right now you're getting my peace of mind, and I think I might start coming out with like segments called like peace of mind, where I just sit down, plug in my mic, and talk, and like talk like I'm not gonna get into politics, and I'm gonna try my best to ease around the touchy subjects and everything. And I'm not gonna say any bad things. Well, and I'll try to keep my language clean. Although I don't think I've used any vulgar language in my videos. But also, I'm gonna be posting my performance at this resort in the Dominican Republic over the summer. This summer, that I did like karaoke there, and I just need the link because my mom was there. She took the video, and I can't wait to share it with you guys because you'll get to see me. It would be like this face reveal almost, and you'll get to hear like this song's gonna be a surprise, but I don't know if I've already said it already though. That's the thing. Oh man, who knows? But I'm really looking forward to it. Like I'll come out with like another video after I post it, and like after people react and stuff to it, just leave a comment and what you think and what I can improve on, because criticism is great. It's how we get better. I'm just like, I wouldn't be where I am now without criticism. And yeah, some people don't like it, but they gotta accept it, because without it, how can they be good? If you tell yourself that you're good, yeah, that's good for you. You got great self-esteem. But what if you're not great? No one is great, but, well, I mean, I'm great. You're great for being my subscribers and my viewers and my likers and my commenters. Some of you. Some of you. You know who you are. Just playing. But a lot of you are like, I mean, how many people would, if you walked up to them and just criticized one thing, how would they act? I'm not gonna do like some corny video like giving feedback on people's lives, 4K gone wrong, something like that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do anything like that. But, and please don't go up to someone and be like, oh yeah, the album genius told me to criticize someone, so your shirt sucks, I really hate it. Please, God, don't do that. I really don't need that. I'm just saying, like, just try to give someone feedback. Like, if there's something about them that you don't like, then just kind of say it, but by all means, don't bring them down. Just be like, oh, yeah, that shirt looks nice on you, but here, look, let's look for some other clothes, or like, well, the shirt really doesn't, like, it's not you, but I know something that is. Would you mind trying it? Unless that's like something if you're talking to like well, like a partner, spouse, something like that, friend, I guess. Or like if you're gonna talk to a stranger, just compliment them. You don't want to insult some random dude on the street and have them pull a gun on you or a knife or hurt you and your family, because What good was that? You just ruined your own life. But like, just say like, "Hey, I like your shoes. I like your shirt. Nice hair. Nice eyes. Nice teeth. Man, you look really good today." Please don't do that. Don't ever do that to someone on the street, or I will come after you. I'm joking. But the thing is just like, I kill me sometimes. I really do. This sometimes it's just like you gotta say something nice, and you gotta do something nice, and you just gotta live, laugh, and love, and crying is okay too. I mean, there's nothing about sadness that will make you weak. That makes people think that they're weak. They're strong for crying, and they're strong for caring. And yeah, like I get attached to things easily, and just a warning, I might cry. Uh, but in like if you're an animal lover, this might be sensitive because I'm an animal lover, and uh, this really got to me. So I think it was Sunday that I was over at my grandparents, and they had these. My sister went outside and with a water droplet, like a little squishy thing, the whatever it is, the tube, the pipette, and my grandfather told her to. And so I'm curious, and I go outside, and I see this kind of like a box, and inside the box was like paper towel, and inside that paper towel were two baby birds. One of Both of them looked weak. One of them was dead, just laying there, flies around it and everything. And the other one just had the smallest eyes. I don't know if it could see me, but you tap its beak and its beak will open. So my sister did. I gave it the water. Very, very greedy bird. But it was just weak. It couldn't walk. It couldn't fly. It didn't have any feathers. It fell out of its nest. And I grew an attachment to the bird, just seeing something so helpless. And like, where are its parents? This, if I have kids, I'm never gonna like abandon them like that. Like, maybe the mother got eaten by a hawk too, or falcon, or something. And maybe like the parent was just like, you know what, f this, and they left the kid, the baby bird. But later on, I checked in the next day on my grandfather, and he was just like, oh yeah, we removed the other one, the dead one, and but this time the one that's still alive seems pretty weak. And I was just like, I had a dream the previous night about the birds, and I can't even remember it now. I can remember like fractions. The birds seem so big, and all of a sudden they have feathers and everything, and then it turns into a cat, which I didn't understand in the least. But then the like an hour later or a few hours later, I get a text, and he's like, "Well, it died." It's just like, come on. It was just brought into this world. How can it die? How could it just die? So much to do. I don't know what to you do as a bird, but like, you gotta get your birdie friends, mate, have eggs, and then migrate. It's a lot of beautiful places, but it fell out of the nest and it died. I don't know. It's really sad, but it's whatever. It's life. They all have their chosen paths, and there's nothing that really we can do about it. But I fed the bird too, looking at its looked at me. I looked at it. It's big beak, a really long beak, well, wide, and probably because without the feathers it just looked like really skinny, little skinny bird, and just giving it. So it's just like it would chirp at me and just open its mouth real wide and just it's like feed me or give me water because that's all we could give it because my grandfather read a website that said like oh only give the birds water. So I checked up on Facebook and I looked. I reached out to a veterinarian. I was just like, hey, I don't know what type of bird this is. I sent them a picture of it. I have some of the pictures on my phone, and I'll probably post it to my channel or the to the community. But they were just like, yeah, just consult your veterinarian. I'm just like, I don't know how much time this bird has. I'm just like, plus, it's just, who knows what diseases it might be carrying too. So we just took care of it because we just gave it water, as the article said, because they, the mother, could just be just getting some food and coming back for the birds. So we just gave it water so the bird wouldn't be overfed and die from that. I think. Can birds be overfed and like just die from that? I don't know. But I don't know. Really, that's not something to think about. But really, no, I don't want to think about that. But man, I'm losing my train of thought. But still, it's really sad, and it's kept me up because I feel like it's just like I blame myself for it, even though I've done nothing wrong. I just feel guilt. Well, not guilt, but just I just feel crushed by it. Anyways, I think I might close the segment here because I got the awesome idea to come out with just this probably like a playlist. Maybe I'm gonna turn it into a podcast later on called just like Peace of Mind, unless someone already has that because just a really great name. And I'm just gonna come out with that, and it's just gonna be me like just speaking my mind. Yes, I got a comment about on the dangerous personalities. Yes, I am working on part two, and part two is probably gonna be the entire book, so it's gonna be a while. And I'm still kind of getting situated and everything, getting ready for back to school, everything like that. So yeah, I'm really really excited to do this again to just come back and I just talk, just talk to you people. 'Cause I mean, like, really love it. All right, guys. I'll see you later.